Clerk, roll call, but before we do that, in case you want to do the greeting from Nepal, it is Namaste, because after this, we're going to start our yoga classes, okay? Namaste, everybody.
Thank you, Chair. So confirming the meeting has been called to order at 9:03 a.m. Proceeding with roll call. Any members participating from non-public locations should state who, if anyone, except minors, is present with them as part of roll call. Councilmember Pro Tempore Tasha Kama.
Excused.
Vice Chair Yukile Sugimura.
Namaste and good morning. Looking forward to a productive meeting.
Councilmember Tamara Paulton.
Aloha kakahiaka and namaste kako, streaming live and direct from the Pili. I have 3 unnamed minors with me, 2 humans and 1 canine.
Councilmember Gabe Johnson.
Aloha, Chair, council members, community members, namaste to everyone, and I'm here and ready to work. Mahalo.
Councilmember County Rollins Fernandez.
Aloha kakahiaka kako. Nice to be here in person. We currently have no testifiers at the Molokai District Office. Mahalo, Chair.
Councilmember Tom Cook.
Namaste. Aloha, good morning. There's currently no testifiers in the KA office, but we have people on standby, and I'm looking forward to today's meeting. Thank you.
Councilmember Nohelani U'u Hudgens.
Good morning, everyone. Namaste, Chair and everyone in the chambers. I'm at my private residence with 3 minors running around.
Councilmember Shane Sinensi.
Aloha kakayaka, Chair, and namaste kako. No testifiers in Hana.
Council Chair Alice Lee.
Namaste, everyone.
Chair, 8 members are present, 1 member excused. Quorum is present to conduct the business of the council. For the record, I'm the Deputy County Clerk, Rochelle Thompson. Also present is the County Clerk, Moana Ludi, and from the Office of the County Clerk, we have Legislative Division staff Joyce Murashige, Lauren Saldana, Del Yoshida, and Arthur Suyama. Joining the meeting from the Office of Council Services is Director David Rotz and Legislative Attorney Peter Hanano. From the Department of the Corporation Counsel is First Deputy Corporation Counsel Mimi Desjardins and Deputy Corporation Counsel Christina Tushikio.
And also with us, we have Budget Chair or Budget Director Leslie Milner, for the record. Members, on May 27th, the council convened a public meeting on the proposed real property tax rates for the County of Maui, effective July 1, 2025. I now reconvene the public meeting with the intent of fixing the real property tax rates for fiscal year 2026. For the public's and council members' information, we will take public testimony on only Resolution 25-88. Then council will consider and vote on the resolution. Testifiers, when you sign up to testify, please let staff know if you are testifying on the real property taxes, which we will consider during this initial meeting, or the subsequent meeting's consideration of the various budget-related bills for second and final reading. Once council's consideration of the real property tax rates is completed, we will convene the June 3rd special council meeting. However, we will need to give Akaku 5 minutes to set up in between. All right. Ms. Clerk, do we have any testifiers?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have currently just 1 person signed up to testify on the real property tax resolution. That's Melly King. Please go ahead.
Could you repeat?
Melly King, you're unmuted on our end. We see your hand raised. We'll circle back to you. Looks like Royal House of Hawaii wishes to testify. Please go ahead.
Aloha, this is the Royal House of Hawaii, and I'm
Aloha, can you speak a little louder so we can hear you?
I testify. Okay, I testifying on the real properties and this is the Royal House of Hawaii, and as a native Hawaiian and a royal patent heir of Heva Heva Helu 3237 Apana 2, where the new roundabout stay in Kihei, where Hilton stay also, and no one has had any discussion with any of us heirs and the descendants that are the beneficiaries to the undivided family lifetime estate, which was government property also on the entire Ahupua'a of Ka'ono'ulu. How are any of these decisions being passed without letting us, the descendants, know when you are all supposed to do due diligence to find the descendants and return them to their land that they have royal patents to, which are allodial titles that are pretty much a family lifetime warranty deed for their land. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure all Hawaii is allodial titled, royal patented, making each person sovereign unto ourselves forever, making all the people their own kings and queens made by Kamehameha III, and by right by law for the royal patent descendants to govern and decide what is happening on their lands. Because I'm pretty sure the heirs and descendants are very much alive because every single Kanaka Ohana guaranteed have and is connected to a royal patent and haven't even been contacted at all. What is happening to mine and their lands? How are all these plans being passed without any decision and discussion with the descendants of the royal patents? And we all can confirm they would know what's best to happen because they have a connection and know how to take care of the land, and that Kanaka are the highest rates in everything like homelessness and incarceration. And all the landowners are illegal landowners, and I demand a request to round up all the heirs and original holders of that land, Ili, Ahupua'a, and Moku. And by law, you need to get every original royal patent allodial title beneficiary of that Ili, Ahupua'a, Moku, and Mokupuni. And if not, my papa's kingdom laws and your guys' illegal state laws are all being broken, and also being broken on an international level. We had electricity before the White House and have the most water in the world. We live in Hawaii. And how are locals, especially Kanaka residents, moving away from Hawaii when they are the actual true landowners forever? More than 100 years, more than 10,000 years, more than 100,000 years, which are our royal patents that are foreign allodial titles, which highly America highly recognizes. They do
3
not
minutes.
have power, authority, or jurisdiction on.
Thank you.
And
Can you please conclude your testimony?
And my conclusion is please round up and please contact us, royal patent descendants, and because we haven't been notified, and please follow the kingdom laws, and mahalo, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Members, are there any questions for the testifier? I see none. May we have the next person?
Chair, the next testifier will go back to Melly King. Please go ahead and unmute on your end.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Aloha mai kako. My name is Melly King. I'm born and raised on Maui and have been a licensed realtor for over 20 years. I'm testifying regarding a specific Maui County property tax issue that I've personally witnessed becoming a growing problem. While Hawaii does have some of the lower property taxes, it's countered by the fact that we have some of the highest priced properties in the country. Currently, the average price condo is over 1.3 million and just under 2 million for homes. I'm concerned about property taxes on our seniors. Many Maui County seniors are on fixed incomes. Many have owned and lived in their homes for decades, yet in the last few years have seen home prices skyrocket. And in return, they've had their property taxes significantly increase year after year, becoming less and less affordable. This, combined with the soaring cost of everything else, is making it increasingly harder for them to manage on their fixed income. This is causing major stress and hardship to many seniors who are not looking to profit from their property, but instead just want to be able to continue to live in their home, enjoy their later years in the lifestyle they are accustomed to without the fear of being unable to pay their rising property taxes and possibly losing the very home that they've worked their entire life to acquire. There should be rules and laws set in place to prevent our seniors from the tax burdens caused by outside developers, investors, and speculators who are driving up home prices astronomically. These price increases are affecting property taxes for everyone, but especially dire for our most vulnerable. There should be a property tax cap starting at age 65 for those who live in their home full-time. Seniors should not be penalized and taxed at higher rates just because the people around them are buying and then selling at high prices. Homes they once purchased at below $1 million are now being assessed at or above $4.5 million. This is causing them to jump into the bracket of 575. This tremendous increase will undoubtedly force some seniors to have to sell the home that they've lived in for decades and be required to move during their final years instead of being able to enjoy their retirement and live peacefully, all being caused by the outside forces around them who are building, buying, and selling for profit. These ramifications are not just stressful, but also affect their daily peace of mind, mental, and physical health. I truly hope that something significant can be done to help our seniors and kupuna who are not always able to advocate for themselves or are even aware of the changes that will negatively affect them until they do. Mahalo for your time, consideration, and attention to this matter.
Thank you. Are there any questions, members, for the testifier? I see none. Thank you very much. May we have the next testifier, please?
Chair, the next testifier is Linda Stiles, and presently she is the last person signed up to testify. Go ahead and unmute on your end.
Ms. Stiles, could you unmute your microphone?
That should be at the top right of your screen. There's a little microphone icon, and you just click on it.
Do you see a microphone on the right-hand side of your screen? The upper right-hand side? Okay, while she's doing that, let's take the next testifier, please.
Chair, J.C. Law is making his way to the podium.
Good morning.
Morning.
Ho'omoluli. Namaste. I know that one, I think. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about the real property taxes. I'm glad that people who don't have property under their name can speak at this meeting. In my hometown in Western Pennsylvania, I went to a meeting and the lawyer said I couldn't talk because I didn't own, I said taxpayers are supposed to talk. And then they told me I couldn't say anything because I wasn't a taxpayer. And then I was trying to get them clear on what is tax. You know, you get property tax and then your income, your sales tax. And they chased me out of town. Yeah, that one too. So I'll stick to what I already know on these tax things. I think there should be on here. I skipped the last meeting because I was like kind of tired of coming here, but so thank you for doing this again so people have the opportunity to speak. And also I'd like to thank the previous testifier, especially the Royal House of Hawaii person for keeping us straight on that. So I really like Lily Okalani and I'd like her to get some justice here. I don't know the whole law about exemptions on religious properties, but I would like to see on here something for the churches, what they call churches or something like, I know somebody's trying to work on that, but I know you guys got a lot of work. But it seems like the churches are not carrying their fair share. Some are doing more than others. And I won't get into naming names, but you guys already know which ones I'm talking about. Because I have here Form BB1, State of Hawaii, Moko Aina o Hawaii Basic Business Application. And if I go to, I'm trying to get an address here to fill out so I can get it sent there, whatever I gotta do. I appreciate if you let me use your office, Chair Lee, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. And, yeah, if you guys can suggest any churches that would help me get an address so I can start a business so that can help the county do what they're trying to do, I'd really appreciate it. So if they're not gonna help like that, then start taxing them and get somehow something out of them from them. Well, I almost forgot the Hawaiian word of the day is maikani, M-A-I-K-A-N-I, means good.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, may we have the last testifier, please?
Chair, we'll go back to Linda Stiles. We can see that you're unmuted on our end.
You mean muted, huh?
So you should be able to unmute the button. There's a red button at the far top right that says leave the meeting. 2 over is a microphone icon, and if you click on that icon, you should be able to unmute your microphone on your side. Do you want to try calling in? I can give you the phone number if you don't have it. It's 808-977-4067. And then you enter the code 234-794-559, and then the pound or hashtag sign.
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that for her?
Sure. It's 808-977-4067, and then you'll enter the code 234-794-559, hashtag. And there'll be phone prompts. That number is also posted in the meeting chat. And once you're there, you'll do *6 to mute and unmute. So *6 is the magic number that gets you to mute and unmute once you've called in. We have another testifier signed up. Art Schneider, please go ahead.
Can you give him the phone number, please?
Mr. Schneider, it looks like you're muted on your side. Would you like to try calling in? That information is posted in the chat, or I'll go ahead and give you the phone number. 808-977-4067, and then you'll enter the ID number 234-794-559, and the hashtag. And to mute and unmute, it's *6. So it looks like Linda Stiles may be on the phone. Ms. Stiles, just press *6 and see if you can unmute your phone there. Person calling in from the last 4 digits, 9200.
Hello?
Okay, now we can hear you.
Success.
Keep talking.
Hello? Aloha?
Aloha.
This is Linda Stiles. It's out of here. Well, thank you, Council, for taking the time to deal with me and other seniors that have this land tax burden and have just started to really notice it in the last few years. So, after being here for 50 years, my children, my grandchildren were born and still reside here. I am now surrounded by land next door to me that was bought for less than $2 million, divided and sold for more than $12 million, and done in just the last few years. This has made, let me get a light on. Oh, shucks. Okay, this has made this over 70-year-old woman take notice of what could happen if you don't put a pin in it now. And by the way, behind me, the neighbor behind me is McKenna Resort. The neighbor on the other side is McKenna Resort that used to be Uapalakua Ranch land. It's really scary to watch the speculators come in here and run off with their bounty and leave me here to wonder, why is this situation not being addressed? So now I'm just going to be on a mission to start gathering other senior stories and situations across Maui. I know there must be a lot more people in my situation, but maybe mine is somewhat unique, but it's terrifying. So, and the tax office doesn't help me. They tell me to move out of my house, go live in the garage or cottage and rent out my house. That's not going to happen. So we need help. And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Members, questions? If Member Paulton and then Member Sugimura.
Did you have the name of who told you to move out of your house?
No, I went down to find out how to. It was an appraiser, and I went down to see if I could do some kind of a, what do they call it? Amendment, Anyway, I went down to see how I go about filing paperwork to see if I could somehow, get this to stop.
So
I paid less than
you do have the homeowner's exemption and the circuit breaker tax form filled out?
I get the circuit breaker because they said my house cost more than $700,000 or $800,000 to build, which wasn't true, but that they go by what they appraise it on now, not what I built it for.
That's what the real property tax office told you, that you don't qualify for the circuit breaker?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
800,000, I think, was the limit. I go, but I only spent $700 to build my house 20-something years ago. And they go, well, we do it what it's worth now.
And when was that you inquired? Because we recently changed some of the things with circuit breaker.
That's when I got my tax bill this year, so I think it was probably December or January.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Vice Chair Sugimura.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to give you the number for the Real Property Tax Assessment Office, which is 808-270-7871. And maybe they could answer some of your questions, but it sounds like you already applied for circuit breaker, because that would be one of the benefits.
Yeah, I've been trying, and I'm up to $20,000 a year in almost in my taxes. I mean, what's going to happen when McKenna Resort starts building next to me? It's just, I shouldn't be penalized for what's happening next to me. I just want to live here till I die.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions, members? If not, thank you very much. Ms. Clerk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. We'll go to Art Schneider. I believe you're calling in from extension, or last word, 7345. So *6 to unmute. Try it again, *6.
Sure. Chair,
Yes.
I don't know who's watching, but the thing says that, if your real property taxes exceed 2% of your gross income, you may be eligible for a circuit breaker tax credit. Not that, how much it was, billed. But you also have to apply, you also have to have, qualified for the homeowner exemption. But
Well-
the criteria is if your real property taxes exceed 2% of your income.
Yes, so hopefully she jotted down the number that was given to her for the tax department. And then Mr. Schneider,
It looks like you're still muted on our end on the phone 7345. So you'll press star and then 6. And that's mute and unmute. Okay, looks like you are unmuted. Please go ahead.
can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me? Okay, thank you. Aloha, my name is Art Schneider, and I'm the owner of a one-bedroom, two-bath condo at Grand Champions Villas. I'm extremely concerned about the outrageous assessments on all the one-bedroom, two-bathroom condos at my complex. All comparable second-floor one-bedroom condos with ocean view were assessed at $1.76 million. The average MLS listing price for the comparable condos at Grand Champions today is $959,000, an outrageous $800,000 more than what their market value is. The Lahaina fire had enormous negative effect on tourism, rental demand, and the mayor's announcement on May 2, 2024 to do away with 7,000 STRs had a huge negative impact on tourism and condo values. And according to Coldwell Banker Island Properties, the average price of STR condos dropped 9.9% in the 5 weeks following the mayor's announcement, and that trend has continued to this day. Yet property taxes are increasing and property assessments are skyrocketing. Property taxes for one-bedroom condos at Grand Champions have increased from $10,435 in 2023 to an estimated $23,000 in 2025, an increase of 130%, while owners suffer a loss of rental income and an increase in HOA fees and insurance cost. The county software model used to assess property value is flawed in that it only takes into account past sales and not the reality of the 2025 real estate market. For 2025 assessments, comparable sales were used from 2022 and 2023 when real estate prices were rising dramatically, and the comps that were used were two-bedroom condos. It did not take into account 2025 prices of condos and a real estate market where prices are plummeting. The model fails to take into account the negative impact of the Lahaina fire had on tourism, the mayor's remarks to do away with 7,000 STRs, and the resulting dramatic fall in real estate prices. A question I have for the council is, why are STRs taxed at a higher rate than hotels and resorts? We both provide the same service, which is providing accommodations for visitors. Why are valuations of STRs almost double what they would sell for? It doesn't make sense to me, and it's not fair. In summary, I would ask the council to investigate the county's flawed software model as to how it assessed STR property at almost double what the real estate market is for 2025, and going forward into the future, and adjust these 2025 and future assessments to the true market value.
3 minutes.
I would also ask that STRs be taxed at the same rate as hotels and resorts. Mahalo for listening to me.
Members, do you have any questions? If not, thank you very much.
Chair, currently there is no one else indicating that they wish to testify on the real property tax rates, Resolution 25-88. So we'll give last call for any testimony on the real property tax rates. Seeing no one raising their hand in teams or making their way to the podium, counting down 3, 2, 1. Chair, there's no one else to testify.
Okay. Please call up the item.
So proceeding with Resolution 25-88, FD2, adopting the real property tax rates for the County of Maui effective July 1, 2025.
Vice Chair Sugimura.
I move to approve the real property tax rates. I need a second.
Okay, moved by Vice Chair Sugimura, seconded by Councilmember Nohe U'uhajens, to adopt Resolution 25-88 FD2. Discussion. Vice Chair Sugimura.
These rates were discussed at the public hearing as well as during our first reading, and I approve the changes, and I look forward to the members' support.
Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor of the motion, please raise your hand and say aye. 8 ayes, 0 noes, 1 excused, pro tem comma, motion carries. Thank you, members. Now, we are going to adjourn this meeting and convene the council meeting, the special council meeting, in about 5 minutes, okay? This meeting is in recess until 9:41.
Chair, please just adjourn the meeting.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Please go ahead and adjourn the meeting, not recess. Thanks.
Oh, okay. This meeting is adjourned, and I will not reconvene, but I will convene the special council meeting in 5 minutes. This meeting of the public meeting is on real property taxes is adjourned.